Bereshit, chapter 22.
And it came to pass after these things, that Elohim did prove Avraham, and said unto him, Avraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Take now your son, your only son, whom you love, even Yitzhak, and get you into the land of Moriah. And offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell you of. And Avraham rose early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Yitzhak his son. And he cleaved the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up, and went unto the place of which Elohim had told him. On the 3rd day Avraham lifted up his eyes, and saw the place afar off. And Avraham said unto his young men, Abide you here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder, and we will worship, and come back to you. And Avraham took the wood of the burnt offering, and laid it upon Yitzhak his son. And he took in his hand the fire and the knife, and they went, both of them together. And Yitzhak spoke unto Avraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood. But where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Avraham said, Elohim will provide himself the lamb for a burnt offering, my son. So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which Elohim had told him of. And Avraham built the altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Yitzhak his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Avraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of YHWH called unto him out of heaven, and said, Avraham, Avraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not your hand upon the lad, neither do you anything unto him. For now I know that you are an Elohim-fearing man, seeing you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. And Avraham lifted up his eyes and looked. And behold, behind him a ram caught in the thicket by his horns. And Avraham went and took the ram, and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son. And Avraham called the name of that place YHWH-Yireh, as it is said to this day, in the mount where YHWH is seen. And the angel of YHWH called unto Avraham a second time out of heaven, and said, By myself have I sworn, says YHWH, because you have done this thing, and have not withheld your son, your only son, that in blessing I will bless you, and in multiplying I will multiply your seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and your seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. And in your seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because you have hearkened to my voice. So Avraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Bereshit, and Avraham dwelt at Bereshit. And it came to pass after these things, that it was told Avraham, saying, Behold, Milcah, she also has borne children unto your brother Nahor. Uz his firstborn, and Buz his brother, and Kemuel the father of Aram. And Kesed, and Horzo, and Pildash, and Yidlaf, and Bet-tuel. And Bet-tuel begot Rivkah. These 8 did Milcah bear to Nahor, Avraham's brother. And his concubine, whose name was Retumah, she also bore Tevvach, and Garkam, and Tarkash, and Ma'akah.